Hey people, Infantry 53, capturing Purification Plant, blue team. YZ is a Hive Tyrant, a very durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, with powerful support and disruption, fighting in melee combat by default with a basic synapse. I shall call you Melendez. Alongside, Dead Metal is a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat, some powerful disruption and support. There he goes. And rounding off the blue team, Afan is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense and disruption. We have the Black Legion. Red team, a whole bunch of Space Marines. First up, Artorias is a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. The Lunar Wolves elite scheme alongside Dragonis with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, can also support his structures and repair. The Salamanders elite scheme, Warlock making a nuisance of himself. And rounding off the teams here, Jimmy Rustles is a Apothecary, support hero that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. We have the Ultramarines DLC. Still kicking off in the mid, is it? Nope. Looks like the Space Marines will take it. That contested power there is turning red, and Jimmy Rustles, nope, did not take the Western VP in fact. Here we see Afan pushing inwards to the mid, trying to take on the Force Commander, CSM Heretics, double CSM in fact. Should be able to get through the Space Marines here, especially when the Scouts are going to wipe because of Dire Avengers. Heretics in retreat path, down they go, the Doom Blast did it. Force Commander's very pissed. Battle cries his way around. Tactical Marines going to drop a model if they're not careful. A little bit sloppy there from Artorias. Needs to replace those Scouts and does. Here's YZ. Pushed up the west side. Didn't grab the VP, but is right up against the power here. Doesn't go for it. Jimmy Rustles is back out with double Tactical Marines there. See that Health regen aura on those guys, those green hexagons. Looks like Dire Avengers are maybe, nope, turn and fight. Generally what you want to do, Melendez is lumbering towards them, but does turn to try and solidify it and stabilize on that VP a little bit early on. Heretics, very brave, just 4 models left, going to try to decap in. Warlock, luckily for them, is on their team, so no Destructor to kill those guys outright. Tactical Marines will get away. No attempt to go for this natural victory point yet though. Meanwhile, west side, Scouts being sneaky. Tyranids do grab the Western VP. Thought about pushing, but there's triple Tactical Marines here now. We do have Toxin Sacks up on one of the Termagant Broods. Gives them more health, more damage, and the awesome Crippling Poison. The other guy is being torn apart though by Bolter Fire. YZ runs off Melendez, the Hive Tyrant. We have double Rangers here for Dead Metal and Raptors on the field for Afan. Maybe we'll see the Harness of Rage to support those guys with a little bit of energy gain. Artorias with an Assault Squad. Jimmy Rustles also Assault Squad. So this could be tough now all of a sudden for the blue team. Triple Tax and 2 Assault Marines between those two players. Dragonis with double Tax as well. So lots of bolter fighters, a lot of stuff jumping on you too. Speaking of jumping, there it is. Raptors are in play. They should go for the Tactical Marines, but they're jumping here. This is a mistake, I think. They got Shotgun Blast, which has suppressed those guys. They didn't knock them over. They just finished their jump. They get a few seconds of knockback resistance when you jump. That's to stop you being knocked over as you're jumping. Yeah, they just got torn apart. They should have jumped on the Tactical Marines. Got away with 2 models though. Didn't quite kill an Assault Marine, although they're still milling around here. CSM trying to fight the Force Commander. There's a Doom Blast from the Heretics. They should pile onto those Assault Marines. Look how low they are. They should be focusing down those guys. They did drop a model. That's a little bit sloppy from Artorias. I think he should have got those out of there. Yeah, he killed a few Heretics, but he dropped an Assault Marine. Attacks are still in play. Chaos Lord scares off the Force Commander. West side kicking off. We have a Warrior Brood with Barbed Strangler and Ravener Brood on the way for YZ. Melendez, no war gear yet on this guy. Banshees have found some Tactical Marines and some Assault Marines being suppressed by that Barbed Strangler. And they got away without a model loss. The Banshees down to just 2 models. Tyranids now pushing alongside their Hive Tyrant. Oh, got a kill on that Tactical Marine. Can they get on the power? Techmarine with his mastercrafted bolter. Can't suppress the Hive Tyrant, but being able to do, is it 140? Yeah, 140 burst damage might be useful against him. Surprised it hasn't been used yet, the high-powered shot. There it is. Trying to take out one of those Warrior Brood models for the Synapse explosion, but couldn't quite get it done. These guys using their Kraken bolts for 20% more damage to those Warrior Brood fellas, but they couldn't get it done either. And Rangers taking some pot shots at Tactical Marines, got them down to one model. Raptors against a Force Commander and Assault Marines and Shotgun Scouts, soaking up a lot of damage, and they got away without a model loss. They did quite well there, I think. Rangers now supporting the other side with that long range fire. Who have some really cool support abilities to do with their Pathfinder gear. Can use hollow fields to infiltrate allies. Quite terrifying. An infiltrated Chaos Lord stalking you. Couldn't quite get onto the VP. Banshees have found some Assault Marines. Just saw a heal fired out there from the Apothecary. Got his customized Stormbolter to maybe shut down this Warlock. Isn't doing it right now though. I'm not sure how much energy full auto is, but he just threw his heal out. So maybe didn't have enough. There it is. Stuns that Warlock. Very good against single entities like heroes. But you can use it against a squad. Maybe shut down the squad leader or something. And red team get onto the west side. They're still pushing too. It's a lot of Marines coming at you. Got to try and get the Apothecary off the field here. Techmarine now coming in. Can use high-powered shot on the Hormagaunts maybe to stop them chasing. Get suppressed, get surrounded. I think he used it on Melendez there, but the Techmarine goes down. Hive Tyrant does get away. Apothecary also flees. No heroes on the field on this west side. 439 to 420. Pretty even tier 1. As players starting to think about their tier 2 units. In fact, all but YZ have already gone tier 2. Scouts just got wiped, but they chucked a decent grenade out. Those were Jimmy Russell's scouts. 439 to 420 then. The 1-to-1 cap persists. Blue team grab the western side. Can they get onto the power? Worth trying to get the one bash, I think. Hurt the power income, make them pay 100 rec for this. Not sure if they're going to be able to do it though. Double tax now shooting you up. And they don't have any cover from where they are, the Termagants. They got the power gen. Rangers in play here. Might be able to set up a Banshee push with the kinetic pulse. Ouch. High-powered shot to the back of the neck on this guy. And they lost 2 models, the Rangers. There's still more Rangers in play though. Meanwhile in the mid, the contested power here is blue. Scouts are going to have a look at it. See what they can do. Some Corn Worship. You have the aspiring champion on the Raptors. Got that big old demon maul. Look at that thing. One of the most badass looking weapons in this game. Heavy melee weapon too. Jumping in are the Assault Marines. Here's Melendez to say hello. And some Banshees for a blind date. Rending Talons with the seismic roar then from the Hive Tyrant. Also got the Psychic Scream you just saw there. I think it lasts 15 seconds, 30% less damage. Pretty strong. Special attack there misses the Techmarine, who might go down again if he's not careful. Looks like he's going to get away. Wow, did not hit with that Barbed Strangler shot. 424 to 389. Again, misses the Barbed Strangler shot. Does have quite a travel time on it. If you're moving when it's shot and you keep moving, a lot of the time you'll be able to dodge it. If you try to move after it's fired, most likely with the rotation rate and acceleration time and stuff, you won't be able to get out of the way. Here's a Falcon from Dead Metal. Zone Thrope on the way. Big old plasma cannon shot then from Jimmy Russell's Plasma Devastators. Gets the Termagants out of there. Done a good job holding onto this VP actually, Jimmy Russell's. Tactical Marines of Dragonis are persuaded to leave, but more still in play, and a Dreadnought on the field going towards that west side. Meanwhile, Afan is pushed all the way up with double Markov Zinc CSM. We have a Power Fist Force Commander, not a Thunderhammer here. Merciless strike from the Assault Squad. Might see a grenade come in. Chaos Lord very patiently waiting to cap that wreck point there. Now goes after the scouts. The double Mark of Zinc CSM able to pull away and get all this damage in. The Assault Marines and the Force Commander distracted and occupied by the Raptors and the Heretics. Heretics barely got away. Assault Marines got pretty damn low too, down to a single model. Chaos Lord still has Kill the Weak. That was it. Messed it up. Force Commander's level 3 backs off there. You saw the Chaos Lord did the Kill the Weak in the middle of a special attack animation. You can avoid that by always using Kill the Weak after he's just done a melee attack. As you saw there, he kind of knocked them away with the special, then did Kill the Weak in the middle of it, and it didn't hit anything. Here we see a Tyrant Guard for YZ getting stuck straight in there. It's really good for fighting enemy Assault Marines, that guy, because he's super heavy infantry, which does have some resistance to regular melee damage, and will tear through them quite well. Now chasing down the Dreadnought. Falcon's getting some shots in. Falcon does have some anti-vehicle damage. Missile launcher tactical marines tied up by Banshees. Banshees might go down though. I think they are going to go down here, and they do wipe. Falcon will allow all of this allied infantry to reinforce off it if it's close enough. I don't think these termagants are close enough, that's for sure. Dreadnought now going after the Tyrant Guard. So since the Dreadnought has vehicle armor and this guy only has super heavy infantry, when they fight each other with their heavy melee weapons, the Dreadnought has a big advantage, since heavy melee only does 50% damage to vehicle armor, whereas the heavy melee of the Dreadnought does full damage against the super heavy infantry of the Tyrant Guard. Now gone for a multi-melter though. Was reduced in cost, we've seen it a lot more now. Down to 25 power, doing big chunks of damage to that Tyrant Guard. Look at that, has to charge away. Raptors coming in from the east side. Afan helping out here. Heretics with their aspiring champion have been fully reinforced up, and the Force Commander is going to get maybe level 4 here for this revive. Teleporter pack in play. There we go, level 4. For those that don't know, leveling basically makes your units better in every way. They get more health regen, more energy regen, more melee skill, more ranged and melee damage. Just makes them better at pretty much everything. Flesh over steel on the Falcon. Is it done for here? It is done for. Can be very hard to stop that if he's got enough energy to teleport and use flesh over steel. Really good Merciless Strikes on Domino Knockback. 325 to 375. Small VP lead for the red team, but the blue team do have the 2-1. Well, for now anyway. Looks like the red team are clearing up the west side for a cap, maybe. They did some good damage to the Dreadnought, just couldn't quite take it all the way down. Warp Spiders on the way for dead metal, and they do have a Dark Reaper squad on the field. Very effective against heavy and super heavy infantry armor, such as Marines. And they show no fear, used by the tactical Marines there to negate any suppression, gives them some damage resistance too. These guys are getting torn up. Looks like Dragonis noticed just in time. Maybe he was trying to get that cap there, trying to risk it. 319 to 362. Chaos Lord. What is he up to? Oh, that's a Warlock. He's running. Tactical Marines here with their Sergeant. Red team fully populating this contested power in the mid. So it's generally not a good idea. Maybe this power got bashed a few times? I'm not sure. How could I possibly know? I'm only commentating on the match. Wreck point needs to be taken again. Tier 3 for Dragonis, Tier 3 for Jimmy Rustles, and we know what Space Marines, especially triple Space Marines, can do when they start to steamroll in Tier 3 with Terminators and Land Raiders. It's just such a strong combo in Tier 3. Terminators supported by Land Raiders, especially when there's an Apothecary too. 292 to 362 on the VPs. Our blue team going to go through the mid here. Looks like they're having a meeting. Warlock has joined late. Did he bring donuts? Warp throw is up. Level 2. This guy now. Warp throw will be useful for the little blobs of tactical marines that are around. Here comes YZ. Wasn't at the meeting. Did not get any memo. He's hungry. Melendez with the seismic roar there. Also have a bonded exoskeleton now. I assume the psychic scream has been used already. I do see a red debuff on those guys. And they're pushing through the mid now. There's the warp spiders doing their thing. Really good piercing DPS. Great mobility with their teleport as well, of course, and the haywire is awesome. Dreadnought is trying to get away. We have Melter Gun Raptors now from Afan in tier 3. Looks like they have given up shooting it though. Not sure where that slowdown came from. Was it a las cannon? It's down. It is down. Oh, maybe it was just a melter bomb. Maybe the melter bomb went out. Fire dragons were also there. Venom Brood were also there. It was a tough ask for the Dreadnought to survive that. So Fire Dragons can now... The Exarch can switch to a Flamer, I think. Don't think we'll see it that often, but it's interesting. Interesting choice. I believe the Flamer has the same stats as the Tactical Marine Flamer. We got Terminators up here for Dragonis. Jimmy Rustles down to just 2 units is definitely depleted here, and the Apothecary is also down. Blue team with a big push. Jimmy Rustles calls in some Terminators of their own. Tyrant Guard is still doing a great job for the Tyranids, soaking up so much damage, dealing a big chunk of damage too. Might go down here though, I think. There's a lot of stuff around it. Yeah, down it goes. Marker Zinch CSM were putting out a lot of damage, but just got hit by a plasma cannon pretty damn hard and have to flee. Oh man, was that intentional? Was it trying to fire at the Chaos Lord there? Or was that a carefully aimed shot by Artorias on those retreating CSM? That was amazing if so. Marco Zinch Chaos Predator here with those twin linked las cannon. Melter bomb, is that enough? No, it's not enough, I don't think. Wow, that was pretty close. Pretty close. And down it goes. Wait, what finished it off? I don't know what finished it off there. It had 5 hit points and now doesn't. I didn't see anything get a shot in. It was just sad. 257 to 301. Afan with plenty of red could get some Terminators of their own, the chaotic variety. Artorias also plenty of red to get some assault Terminators potentially. What is this? Teleporting after some Rangers. Smack. To be fair, a Power Fist should one-shot pretty much all infantry, right? There's certainly one-shotting those guys on retreat. Warlock level 3. I don't think I've seen him use the warp throw yet, but I'm sure it has been. Neurothrope on the way for YZ. 247 to 301. Who's that down over there? It's the Chaos Lord with his lightning claws. Stern Guard veterans on the field for Dragonis. This awesome scheme they have. Apparently the modder who built them found that in like an obscure old source book. Eldritch Storm is completely dodged. That's unfortunate for the blue team. Vanguard veterans jumping in here, going straight for the synapse creatures to explode them like that. That's a lot of damage. Gonna wipe out that Venom Brood there. Warrior Brood do get away, but that was a hell of a lot of damage. Red team's starting to kick some ass. We do have some Chaos Terminators for Afan. Nothing yet for Artorias in the way of Terminators. Not sure what they're going for. Maybe that Land Raider. Cyclone missile launchers up here for Dragonis. Assault squad jump away. They dropped a model in midair there, it looked like. I think the red team should keep pushing. Try and get a decap here on the VP. Going to kill the Warlock in retreat, who I assume was trying to get a decap on the VP or something there. Uh-oh. Terminator's dropping models. We do have a plasma gun for Jimmy Rustles. Yeah, I guess they lost the Tactical Marines along the way, hey? Dragonis and Jimmy Rustles both lost Tactical Marines along the way that I didn't quite catch. 190 to 301. Neurothrope. Gonna be okay, I think. It's taking a lot of damage, and that's the retreat, in fact. Warp Spiders down to just 2 models. Red team continue their slow advance. Or not. They've turned around. Okay, they think there's too much stuff here, I guess. I think they could have kept pushing. They have so much nasty things. Oh, Assault Terminators on the field for Artorias. Afan's going to try and bash some power with his melter guns, but these guys aren't going to be too pleased about it. Can they get a good plasma cannon hit here? Nope. They're out of there. They just heard it whirring up. Blue team need to try and divide and conquer here. Push both sides. Psychic Scream was used a little bit early there. Only hit the Terminators, I think. That was a bit odd. Full auto shuts him down. And Eldar can be tough for them to stand in those firefights against Space Marines. That was a Cyclone missile launcher shot. He interrupted it, so only shot a single missile. I assume it still went on cooldown though. See, Council on the run from Dead Metal. What are they going for? They're going for the Devastators. Leaping in there with power melee damage. These guys are awesome. Can they kill them? Can they kill those plasma devs? I think maybe they can. Oh, maybe not. They might be far enough away. I think they are. There's the Paroxysm from the Neurothrope, doing percentage-based damage, and extra because of the damage type being psychic against the heavy armor of these Marines and Terminators. Lightning Terminators, Lightning Claw Chaos Terminators here for Afan. Got some Lightning Claws of his own, of course. And the Icon of Khorne. And the Mantle of Hate. Down some Sternguard veterans to get stuck into, and kills one. 21 red for a Sternguard. Chaos Terminators took a lot of damage there. We saw Signum Armor's mark target up on them. Assault Terminators need to retreat away, and Afan goes down again. A little bit sloppy there. Was just baying for blood, that Chaos Lord. Rangers on the way really late for Dead Metal. They still have 2 Ranger squads up. Not sure what the thinking is there. Snipers are cool, maybe, is the thinking. Paroxysm again from the Neurothrope. YZ gonna get a revive with the Melendez, and he hits it at level 3. Well done. That was a Cataclysm from the Neurothrope. 114 to 299. Blue team have pushed up enough to get the VP back. Well done, fellas. Concerted push there. Carnifex is on the field with the Barb Strangler. Assault Terminator, did he drop a model? Not quite. It's breaking stuff as they get back to base there. There's more Terminators. Is it a Venerable Dreadnought? It's more Terminators for Dragonis. That Plasma Dev's barely getting away from the Dark Reaper's wrath. Now it's up to the red team to push. No sign of a Land Raider Redeemer. Barb Strangler's doing their thing. 114 for 272. Just trying to zone out the red team here. Not trying to push really. Tyranids aren't the best at like stabilizing on the VP. I guess a line of Carnifexes is pretty good for it. But generally they want to keep moving, keep finding angles. Scouts got very low without dropping a model there. And we might see Artorias going for the VP a little bit more in the mid. But look at this, Dead Metal is ready for him. See a Council there, Fire Dragons, the Warlock himself now with the Witchblade of Kurnus, having to get their own power back. And they're doing it. Here comes Artorias. A little bit split up his army though. Force Commander leads the line. Has Artificer armor up. Marco Zinc CSM only level 3 and level 2 at this point. I'm not sure what that was about. They do not get their suppression when they have melter guns. I think maybe he thought they did there. Very strange to jump in on those Tactical Marines without it. Lightning Claw Chaos Terminator is going to rip through some Marines. Assault Marines having to jump out. Level 4 though. Can they win this? With the Battle Cry support. They do have support from some Inferno Bolts. It's close. Lightning Claws might just have enough sheer DPS here to get it done. No, didn't want to drop a model and did kill one of the Assault Terminators there. So even with Battle Cry support and a Power Fist going in, the Claws were able to get a model before one died. 114 to 208. What have I been missing over here? That was a Cataclysm. Looks like, is that las cannon shots? Yep, on the Carnifex there. See a Council running on through with Distortion Field up on them. They need to run away now though. Are they going to get out of it? Looks like they are going to make it. Oh no, Curse of Indrid. Okay, they got away, I think. Unless Artorias kills them on retreat or something. Oh wow, Terminator's dropping like flies. Dark Reapers, do not underestimate these guys. 114 to 186. They are pumping out some damage. Who needs Marco Zink CSM when you have these guys? That was crazy. They got plasma damage these days, I think. Or is it Inferno? I always forget. It's changed a few times over the years. They do have their aspect, as you can see. I don't think they have pinning fire anymore. Just get a damage buff from it. Yeah. Aspect of the Reaper. There's a Paroxysm. It does slow you down a little bit as well, I think. I believe so. It's not just the damage. It is some good area denial though. Big old area on that. There's a Cataclysm. Well placed. Blue team holding the west side pretty well here. Artorias has tons of red. Could get some more Terminators up soon. Dragonis also with tons of red. Maybe we'll see one of those nukes. The Submarine's getting a good jump on double CSM, but Lightning Claw Terminators are there. That's a bad fight for the Assault Marines. Doesn't matter if they're level 4. They're not going to win that fight. Techmarine level 8. Almost finished off the Rangers there. Chaos Terminators heading right on in, and there's a Paroxysm to support them. 2-to-1 cap still for the blue team. It's going to be bad news for the Assault Terminators. Not sure why they haven't been given Lightning Claws, by the way. Blue team haven't had any vehicles for a while. I guess the Carnifex is a vehicle in terms of its armor. But I don't know why those guys don't have Lightning Claws to fight off Afan's army. With the Battlecry buffs, they would win the fight. Now they're going to die to Seer Council. Or are they? Seer Council have to retreat. The Assault Terminators do go down. Yeah, surprised we didn't see Lightning Claws for those guys ages ago. Did the Seer Council get away? They did get away. Level 2. With a huge amount of damage to those Terminators. They just can't get near the VP here, the red team. Cannot get near it. Paroxysm doing so much work. Look at that. Into a Cataclysm. And a couple of Barb Strangler shots went in, I think. That was nasty. That was really nasty. Here comes a Land Raider Redeemer for Jimmy Rustles. We do have more Chaos Terminators. I say get more Lightning Claws. Yeah, you might fight a vehicle at some point, but there's still going to be tons of Marines around. Land Raider Redeemer hits the field for Jimmy. And we do see more Lightning Claws for Afan. Where's the Chaos Lord? Still up here. He died a while ago. Hasn't been able to get revived yet. And he can pay the 250 rec. But hey, wanted more Terminators, I guess. What level is he? He's only level 3. There's a Land Raider. Looks like it's going... It is pointing towards the mid. I just kind of hang it around here and push alongside it probably. We shall see. Warlock's going to get a revive on the Hive Tyrant. Melendez walks again. Okay, so they've seen the Land Raider now. What is their plan? Is their plan Eldritch and rush it, maybe? Dead Metal does have the red for an Eldritch. In fact, they all have the red for a nuke on the blue team. Dragonis. Sorry, Artorias. Yeah, does have scouts. They need to try and get some sneaky decaps over here. So the Raptors got messed up by something. Artorias is floating huge amounts of resources here. There's an orbital. That was from Dragonis, I think. Yeah, good hits on the Eldar. Tyrant formation also went out. Completely missed that because I'm a moron. Here's double Lightning Claw Terminators and Imperial Abyss from Afan. Got double Barb Strangler Carnifexes too. And an Eldritch. All of the nukes. It looked like the Imperial Abyss did more damage to Afan's units than anything else. But it was a good Eldritch. Can they follow it up? Barb Stranglers are doing some decent damage to the Land Raider. And Melendez got himself some crushing claws. Land Raider survives for now. Terminators are trying to cap this western side 108 to 52. And something, was it these guys? Yeah, these scouts of Artorias did get on the natural VP. Well done, lads. Terminators continue to cap. Down goes Melendez. Power Fist of the Force Commander did the job. What is this? It's more Assault Terminators for Artorias now. Instantly taking Barb Strangler shots. 95 to 52 on the VPs. Red team have got it, you guys. Land Raider making all the difference. Look how much they threw into that Land Raider to try and take it down. And it survives. Took the pressure off the Marines a lot there. Las Cannon getting shots on the Carnifex. What do they do now, the blue team? Some Eldar shenanigans through the mid maybe with a webway perhaps around here. Perhaps. Or maybe he just wants another nuke. Would make sense of destroying these capillary towers here. There's a paroxysm. But needs some help. We've got triple rangers. And they are good against setup teams, that's for sure. Maybe that's what the plan was. Really harass the plasma cannon devs with them. Artorias teleports in. Came to Eldar town and was not invited. Surprised we haven't seen Dead Metal go for the natural VP a little bit more. After that little push there. I guess it hasn't been much time yet. They're formulating their plans. Warlock is down here. Melendez, the Hive Tyrant, is down here too. Terminator's teleporting out. Afan says go. It's time to go, everyone. Eldar are not going. There we go. Paroxysm thrown in. Yeah, it's important not to get tunnel vision and go for the Land Raider above everything else. If you've got Lightning Claw Terminators, go for infantry. Those guys need to teleport away. They had marked target on them too. Fire Dragons doing their thing. Can they get the Land Raider down? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Lightning Claw Terminators chasing Loyalist Terminators all the way back to their own VP. Seer Council alongside them too. And the Seer Council are providing a 15% range damage resistance to those Terminators, which is very handy for those guys. Seer Council trying to get a flank. Is that more Terminators coming in from Jimmy Rustles there? I think it was. I think these guys are brand new. Yeah, they've got no XP. Seer Council now need to run away. Lightning Claw Terminators don't need to run away quite yet. Have a whirlwind on the field for Dragonis late game. Terminators getting ripped apart, barely getting away to the Land Raider. Now, can these Lightning Claw Terminators get out of here? When was the last time they teleported? 11 to 52 on the VPs. Blue team are running out of them. They need to get their natural back. Something is on it. Lightning Claw Terminators now with the run back. Vanguard Veterans in play now from Artorias. Down go the Terminators for Afan. Still has some, but they're back at base healing up. Cyclone Missile Launcher, Whirlwind doing its thing. Absolute mayhem here. Uh oh, Melendez. Run, Melendez, run. No. Melendez. Oh, he's down. Red team gaining a huge amount of momentum there. And although the blue team still have really powerful armies, time is against them. because red team are going to get the 2-1, and do they have the time to mount another big offensive to clear out just the amount of hit points over here? GG, says Dead Metal. Double Carnifex is still in play. Ravena Brood. Oh, I thought they were going to try and decap there. There's an Eldritch. And there's the game. The red team do it. That was so close though. I think 5 minutes more, maybe the blue team would have got onto the VP again. And the land raider was still quite low. Maybe they would have been able to go after it. But great performance by all players. I think they did really well. The level 4 Hive Tyrant who was down was forgotten about at the end. Level 5 Warlock. He had a level 4 Chaos Lord. Level 10 Force Commander for Artorias. And a level 10 Techmarine. Level 7 Apothecary here from Jimmy Rustles. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.